So I'm going to try to sum up Polar Express in a religious way, in a spiritual way, the way that I saw it tonight. And in a short version, I do have a long version of this. So there's a little boy who was a non-believer in Santa Claus. During this process, he went to bed, but he was really awake to see if his parents were the Santa Claus there was really a Santa Claus. So then during the process, he's in bed, he hears this rumble, rumble, down train, whistle, whatever you want to call it. He goes down the stairs of his home and out the front door, and the train stops for him to get on. He gets on the train. He sees several other little kids on the train. Then the train keeps going. During the process of him being on the train, he finds out they're going to the North Pole. During the process, while he's on the train, he's looking out the window. He sees another little boy. The train has not stopped for this little boy. So he pulls the latch to make the train stop, and the little boy gets on. The man gets mad because why did you pull the latch? There was a little boy who needed to get on. The boy didn't have a ticket, but all throughout the thing, other kids helped him, including the non-believer. So then they get to the process of going to the North Pole. So many other things happen to try to complicate them getting there, things that could have jeopardized their safety, that delayed them or prevented them to getting to the North Pole. But in the process, they did get to the North Pole. But let me say, before they got to the North Pole, the little girl on the train, she lost her ticket. The non-believer little boy on the train, and by the way, none of these kids had names, okay? They had tickets. All of their tickets looked the same, but they were punched with maybe L-E-B-E, L-E on their tickets. Not full names, but half names. With Christ, once you're reborn, you have a new name. Okay, so back to the ticket. The little girl lost her ticket. So the little boy eventually saw the ticket and tried to give it to her. The ticket flew out of his hand. So eventually he saw the ticket and he tried to go give the ticket to the little girl. And he had to get on top of the train. He met a hobo who was a spirit who tried to discourage him, but then also in the same process try to save him from different mishaps during the process of them getting to the North Pole. Now back to, while they were on their way to the North Pole, several things caused them to be jeopardized, caused them to not get to the North Pole. But they eventually overcame all the obstacles, all the delays that were trying to prevent them. Once they got to the North Pole, somehow or another, there was a train, and the three little kids were on the back of the caboose. The caboose detached. They end up rolling back and going to another part of the North Pole. During that part, the train eventually, the caboose that rolled back stopped. There were several entrances. All three of the kids got out. They had to choose which path to go. The little girl led them to one path, and they went down that path. They found different obstacles that could have caused them harm, but they were protected, and they ended up at the right place. In other words, showing how faith will, no matter what obstacles you go through, it can lead you to the right place.